welcome to another video in a very windy and now wet Blackpool. It's decided to start absolutely, well, it's not lashing it down yet, but it's certainly getting wet. So I'm going to take a walk up Blackpool Promenade. It's not going to be all that busy because kids are back at school this next week, I think. But yeah, it's something which has surprised me a little bit. Now I'm not sure whether it's too early or not, but they started putting up the wing curtains up already on the Prom. So I'm not sure whether it's due to the high winds now, or if they just get prepared ready for September and for the weather conditions changing. But we'll go and take a look, see what's going on. So yeah, they've got the scissor lift things here. It's a two-man job. Yeah, they've started putting up these wing curtains up. I'm not sure whether it's a bit early on that photo. And they've not done the centre ones as yet. But yeah, they've got all this fenced off and they've started doing these ones along here. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what is actually going on. There's round things on the floor there for them to hook onto to give it a bit more support. I mean, they did do the job. Yeah, I'm not too sure why they're putting them up now, like beginning of June, well, end of May, start of June. Most of it's for the weather changing in preparation. So I think it like closes the promenade a little bit. It doesn't feel as open because when you look at it, you just see these all the way around. Yeah, it's nice how they do it, so it's offering us protection against any elements of the seawater and the wind and all that lot. But it just makes the problem feel a little bit enclosed. Look at so these here, they've got tears in them. I thought they might have repaired them maybe. Well, you'd expect them to give them a clean up or something, or get new ones every so often. Yeah, they're a bit black them at the bottom. Saying that, they won't be able to really clean them, I don't think. You expect them to do something though, just to make them look a bit cleaner. But considering that they're just going out to all elements of the weather, and it looks like tractors being out mowing the sand or whatever it does. It's doing quite a good job down there. But it does all that though. You'd think it might do where all the water is, like mix it all up with all the sand and everything, just make it look a bit neater. But it does look nice that. They do a good job. I think it's just to pick up any debris or rubbish or whatever off the beach. bottles and stuff like that. You got dogs playing down there and all. With it being as windy as it is, I'm surprised that the tide's not in a bit more. Yeah, it's going to be quite warm today anyway. The weather won't help matters. Kids will be back in school this next week. A lot of people will be going home. A lot of people are going home. So next holiday now is going to be July, August sometime, and of course you've got school trips coming up for people finishing, for the kids to finish in school and stuff like that. So then we'll go a bit further on. So I've been to Central Pay just there for a quick pit stop. And oh, look at this. It's extremely windy. It's very windy. Even trying to start raining. If anything, it's just spinning a little bit, mostly, for the most part. Still pretty bad though, that weather. I don't know about them there, that's lots of fun in the fried burger. I must admit, the burgers, at £1 burger, Chris Higgett, they're more like char grilled compared to that one. But I mean, what more do you want for £1? At the end of the day, it's cheap and cheerful. Same as the hot dogs, cheap and cheerful. What do you want for £1? So we go to other burger places. Yeah, don't get me wrong, the quality's better. Yeah, look at this, I noticed this the other day. Got this washed up on Prom. I think my looks going up. Try and keep myself a little bit sheltered. No, but it's not doing much. Yeah, this reminds me, going back to my GoPro, this. The weather the way it is. I mean, my GoPro was good, but the low light on it wasn't all that brilliant. and come to the illuminations, which will be getting switched on around back end of August. It'll be nice to have a camera that's good with low light, but I've had to get the illuminations in better. It'll be interesting to see what this camera's like with the illuminations this year. It's all about the audio quality, because I don't have my mic on with it raining. Otherwise I would have had it on. And it's still got all this close off here. I think it's due to that concrete. Rain spoil your fun. Yeah, I carry on a bit further up. So yeah, I've decided to put my wireless bike after all that. It's not raining just yet, but it's pretty bad. Windy, that is. So hopefully you might be able to hear me a little bit more better now compared to before. But yeah, it is pretty darn windy. That's the Lundin Hotel. Still waiting to hear about that hotel there that got knocked down. They're supposed to be building a new one. I'm not sure what's actually going on with the planning permission or anything. You'd expect if you're not coming down, you can just rebuild it, but I don't think it's as easy as that. Plus, they'll probably need to wait for the ground underneath to like settle down. Because I'd imagine with it being quite an old hotel, whether the loft was or basement, whatever, they probably have to wait for all that to settle in before they can do anything to it. Yeah, it feels like feels like winter's here already. Yeah, that's why I bring out more than one camera now. Got my action camera for this sort of weather, and it's not so good. So I don't really want to be taking out my Osmo Pocket out in this, not a chance. Especially when there's rain due. Now I was using it before, but now I'm on the seats. Now I'm on the Prom itself, with the winds being as strong as what they are. And I'll even go down here where it's still a little bit more sheltered. Pelican birds around here. Might even go for a drive about later. Won't be anything fascinating, there won't be any talking or anything, because I like to have my radio on. So it'll be more like a time lapse or something, or hyper lapse. Just go around Blackpool. And then backing track to go with it. I've got tram stop in there. Jesus, how brave. As they're getting off here. Look at that big crow there. Slowly walking away from me. He's like, get away from me. Yeah, it's a bit frightening at the moment because through my work that I work for, I've got 21 days holiday left, equivalent basically to 4 weeks. So what I'll probably end up doing is might book off the Christmas week, and that'll put me down to 3 weeks. I never like to work my birthday week, so that's enough work. That'll be another week which I won't work. Yeah, I always like to put my birthday week off. Never like working it. In fact, I never like to work my birthday anyway. Yeah, with it being my birthday week's not until nice. Yeah, with it being so windy there, I just got a load of sand blowing right in my face, and you can feel it blowing in you. As you can imagine, it's not very nice. You just feel like sharp grains of sand going all over you. So I'm not. Oh, I think I'll cross. You never think about that, do you? Really? It looks like it's trying to start brightening up and all. Got a seagull just there. You can probably hear that wind in my microphone. It's the weather being like it is. I'm actually coming off the prom. Have a look at this Yates' building here. It's still in a sorry state for itself, but that Mr. Bazray is supposed to be taking it over, I believe. I wonder if they've got a haven like that. Like market type thing. Yeah, it's extremely windy today. That just looks like a dumping ground. need that here and all. Not sure if it's, yeah, I think it's just ambulance maybe. Not entirely sure just yet. It looks like he's willing to go to see what's going on. Yeah, it's just ambulance. It looks like he was willing to it, like he knows it. And considering he came running out of that pub, and with the pub being pretty close by. It does look promising. That one, yeah, I have some pictures wrapped around my leg there. You got family amusements here. Got a shoe market just here on the corner, which is now closed on Sunday. Which is a shame. I know, it looks like it's open. It's hard to show. Yeah, it's open. Might just been a temporary measure or something. For it being out of season. Got something going on. Not too sure what though. Yes, I've just nipped into South Bay. Unfortunately, on the piers, I'm not entirely sure why, but yeah, we're not allowed to film inside or on the pier, even though it's public, but there again it is private land, so give or take, I suppose I can see where they're coming from. Yeah, just by Sandcastle now. Yeah, they were doing a repaint on it yesterday. So I wonder if they're still doing a repaint on it today. Or I wonder how it's looking even after yesterday. So it would have dried by now, especially in this wind. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it's come out or looking. I'm not sure you can hear that wind, but yeah, it's pretty darn strong. That's why after this video I'm heading off home. Yeah, it's pretty windy. In fact, it's very windy indeed. It's not fun whatsoever. It wouldn't be too bad if it was windy, but it was a blue sky. That you could live with. With it being, I'll pan my camera around and show you. Blue sky over there, blue sky above me, bit cloudy. Oh, yeah. There's the paint job so far. Wonder how much that's going to cost them for repaint of the entire building. It does need it, I suppose. Looks a bit tired. Be better though if they could give it like a full refurb and tidy it up. But saying that, what's the building made of? Yeah, they've had a launch pad going. Big one's closed due to high winds. For what it is, it's actually a fairly quiet day on the park. 5 o'clock close. I miss the days where it used to close at like 9, 10 o'clock at night. I actually used to work on Pleasure Beach back in 2004. I think I was working on the park when Jeffrey Thompson died. I mean, trouble is with a theme park, they need to keep up with times and like get the latest rides in and all that stuff. Try and keep stuff refreshed, like Launchpad, which used to be called Ice Blast. I'm glad they kept the ride. So it was always part of the skyline. And it used to be called PlayStation when it first opened. Was it 19 something? It opened. It used to be sponsored by PlayStation, and then Tango Ice Blast had sponsorship of it, and now it's just called Launchpad, and their own sponsoring is basically Pleasure Beach. I think the only sponsor they've got now is Nickelodeon Land. If you class that as a sponsor, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, might get to see a Launchpad going up now. Yeah, there we go. This doesn't go all the way to the top either. It's quite an easy ride, really. It's just when it decides to shoot you up into the air. You need to be prepared for it. Yeah, last but not least, I'm walking underneath the Pleasure Beach tunnel, and we'll try and take a quick peek at this, where Victor's is going to be getting put up. Oh my god. All that. Wow, they're still been making work of that, haven't they? I think they're trying to collect scrap metal there. But they can't get on site at the moment. Yeah, I'm not on Pleasure Beach today, but we'll have a look at this garden here. Not too sure what they're actually doing with it yet. But I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Anyway, I'm going to end that video here. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, hit subscribe. Ding dong that notification bell. I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye for now.